So, talk a little bit about how you grew. We think of personal injury, oftentimes we'll think of, expensive billboards, expensive advertisements, and really high cost of acquisition in terms of the customer or the client. Tell us a little bit. You have a different kind of take on how to grow that doesn't involve necessarily going head to head in finding the best billboard spot. So, tell me a little bit about kind of strategies you use for growth and kind of how you think about growing your firm.
I think even now, and from when I started, it was always just take care of one person at a time, and it'll kind of just spread like wildfire. And I learned that lesson from another attorney that I worked for before law school. I was a legal assistant for like 4 years,
Mhm.
and he was a solo practitioner, and he taught me how to what he did and what he was doing, how he built his practice. And yeah, it's just take care of one person at a time, do a good job for one person, and then the word of mouth will spread. They tell someone, and then that person tells another two, and it just branches out from there. So that was really instrumental in growing the office, just taking care of one person at a time. Whoever calls, provide whatever value that you can. I think that's really key. Even if they have a case that you don't handle, if you can provide any kind of value to them, whether it's some kind of insight or a story that where you can relate and that you find that they'll find value in it, or referring them out to somebody that can help them,
Mhm.
they'll really appreciate that. I think people's experience with lawyers is that maybe you can't get them on the phone, you can't relate with them. Um, Once they find out that you don't have a case that they can take, they move on. But when you really take the time to talk to somebody and hear them out and help them as best as you can, like a lot of people remember that. And
Mhm.
then even from now, clients remember that, they save the number. And then when something does happen where you can help them, then they find you in their phone and they're like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I spoke to you a year ago and I had marked down what you can, what you do help out in. And here I am giving you a call.
Mhm.
So that's a huge way to build a practice and help people out. And then just from that, people leave reviews from that experience alone. Like you don't even have to represent them, but if you just gave them a positive experience, they're going to go out of their way to help you out and leave a review without maybe you even asking for one.